You had breakfast this morning, maybe scrolled your phone for 10 minutes. Did it because you felt like it. Not because you were starving, not because someone told you to, just because it felt good. That idea, doing something purely because it feels good, is so normal to you that you don't even think about it. But 300,000 years ago, nothing worked that way. Every single thing an ancient human did had one job: survive, eat, don't get eaten, find water, find shelter, sleep with one eye open. Pleasure wasn't a goal, it was an accident. So at some point, and scientists have actually tried to figure out exactly when, the human brain made a decision that changed everything. It started enjoying things. And nothing got enjoyed quite as much as sex. Here's the thing most people don't think about. Every animal on Earth has sex, but almost none of them do it for fun. For most species, sex is completely tied to reproduction cycles. A female goes into heat. The male responds. It happens, it ends. Nobody thinks about it again until next season. There's no preference, no choosing, no wanting. Humans broke that system completely, and the evidence that we did is stranger than you'd expect. The first clue is anatomy. Humans are one of the only primates on Earth where females show no obvious external signal of fertility, no color change, no swelling, no obvious announcement that says now is the time. Biologists call this concealed ovulation. And it's weird because, from an evolutionary standpoint, advertising fertility should be an advantage. It worked for every other primate. So, why did humans lose it? The leading theory is that concealed ovulation actually encouraged more consistent pair bonding. If a male can't tell exactly when a female is fertile, he stays close, all the time, just in case. And if both partners are staying close all the time, they're also choosing to be there. That's not reproduction on a schedule, that's something closer to preference. That's something closer to pleasure. Here's where it gets interesting. Humans also have sex far more often than reproduction requires. A female human is only fertile for a few days each month, but human couples don't limit activity to those days. Not even close. No other great ape does this. Chimpanzees, our closest relatives, follow fertility cycles far more closely. Bonobos are the one exception, and bonobos use physical intimacy for almost everything: conflict resolution, social bonding, stress relief. They're basically proof that pleasure-based behavior in primates is real and it works. The fact that humans share that pattern, minus the casual chaos, suggests it goes back a long way. Probably further than we can measure. But when exactly did this shift happen? The honest answer is we don't fully know. You can't carbon date a feeling. What we do have is indirect evidence, and some of it is genuinely strange. In 2008, archaeologists found a small carved figurine in a cave in Germany. It's called the Venus of Hohlefels, around 35,000 years old. It depicts a female human body with exaggerated features, not a hunting scene, not a map, not a weapon. It's the oldest known example of representational art ever found, and it is absolutely not subtle about what it's depicting. 35,000 years ago, a human being, probably in the dark, probably by firelight, carved something that had nothing to do with survival. They made it because they wanted to. That is pleasure. That is preference. That is a brain that has moved well beyond just staying alive. The deeper shift probably happened even earlier than that. Around 200,000 years ago, the human brain went through a period of rapid social development. Groups got larger, communication got more complex, long-term relationships became more common. And here's what's wild about that. Longer-term relationships require something that short-term reproduction cycles don't. They require investment, emotional connection, a reason to stay. Pleasure is one of the most powerful reasons to stay that evolution ever invented. So, in a way, pleasure wasn't a distraction from survival. It was a survival strategy. The humans who enjoyed being close to each other stuck together longer, raised children together longer, protected each other longer. The ones who didn't last. Your capacity for pleasure isn't just a bonus feature, it's the reason you exist. Think about that for a second. Every instinct in your body that makes closeness feel good, the warmth, the comfort, the wanting, all of it got selected for over hundreds of thousands of years because it worked. Not because it felt nice, because the humans who felt it survived. And the ones who didn't pass it on. You are the direct descendant of every ancient human who ever chose to stay. You scrolled your phone this morning because it felt good. You had breakfast because you wanted it. You exist because a very long time ago, someone felt something they didn't have a word for yet, and they stayed.